Okay, just thought I'd do a quick one on a Defender TDCi 2.2 on the turbo replacement. So this is all you need to, the aircon, the compressor, you can unbolt it and there's enough room to just lift it up and sit it on that top bracket. Okay, you don't need to disconnect the aircon. You can see the bottom pipe's off. There's a triangular bracket underneath the turbo. It's a heat shield, I guess. You've got to unbolt that. And that's it. The top pipe is fairly easy to get to. The manifold bolts can be a bit tricky onto the turbo, especially the one underneath. So there's 3 bolts. So you can see 2 right in the middle of the picture. There's the other one. There's one on the bottom. So you access it from underneath the turbo with an extension, okay? And you bring the extension out, use an extension far enough to get between the turbo and the steering column there, okay? You can do them from the bottom if you want, but with the cat on, it's a bit hard, but I just leave the cat on. And the other 2 problematic ones are the 2 small 8mm bulbs on the turbo drain. So if you're using the genuine, I use a genuine gasket. It's got like a little square hole rather than a round hole, so you can screw the bolt and the gasket sort of holds it in place, if you know what I mean. Get the front one on first, which is that. Then make sure that green gasket is parallel, and if you get underneath the vehicle and shine a torch, you'll be able to see if the gasket, and if it's not aligned, then reach round behind here. See where my hand's going? Get your hand behind, and you can actually move the gasket into the correct position. And that's how I get that small bolt on my little safety step. You get on that, and using the mind's eye, you can get in there and start it off. Okay. And then using those 2. So that one, these are Cocon extensions, and they've got this little serrated bit, which actually is really great for turning it like that. So if you reckon you can't just get it in with holding your fingers, then use one of them, and then just get actually the plastic, a bit of the plastic from the gasket, the packaging, just put it over there and push the bolt into that socket, and that little bit of plastic will hold it in place, okay? Because you've reduced the diameter, the thickness of the plastic. Once you've got the 2 started, then 1/4 inch drive, okay? All this sort of stuff, you need a good selection of all different extensions, okay? So that's about it. This one's about done. The oil filler plug, the feed for the turbo is done. Now, before I put it in, I did squirt some oil in there. The drain's on with the gasket. All I've got is the front elbow, the bottom pipe to go back on, and the cap to go back on, and bolt the compressor. It's fiddly, but it's not hard. Oh, and talking about, this was brought up the other day. If you don't want to use the metal gasket, and depending on the age and mileage, it might be a bit warped. I know the face of the turbo, because this is one of my rebuilt ones, is flat, but I've just used ultra copper, And in actual fact, I might have actually said using the metal gasket. The metal gasket's generally okay, but from factory there is no gasket. It's just metal to metal. So the Permatex Ultra Copper, which is that copper bit of gasket, will seal it. And it'll take the heat. I use the Ultra Copper on Parenti exhaust manifolds. So, and with regards to all your extensions, so there's the selection of tools for removing and fitting the turbo. You know, there's some of the extensions, quarter drive for all this sort of stuff. Look, kin chrome stuff. You know what? I've never broken any of the kin chrome. Yet some of the other brands I have broken, all the big name brands. So there's the 1/4 inch stuff, extensions, Cocon, they're all out at the moment, but you know, you've got a drawer full of different extensions. And some of these jobs, like doing a turbo, can be a bit awkward if you don't have a toolbox full of all different extensions, 1/4 inch drive, 3/8 drive. Okay, so hopefully that helps some of you guys out. Oh, good. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye.